Hey Sag, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing good. I've got some building work going on around me right now, but I feel like I'm going to just try and speak in between drills. So I'm just going to see what wants to come out. Got the 10 of Pentacles on the back of the deck. First card out, the World. It feels like you're being asked to look for joy, look for things that make you happy. There's a lot going on within you, a lot going on around you, maybe in terms of collectively what's happening in the world right now. It feels like you're being asked to, whilst knowing all that, learn how to live in the present moment. To make decisions based on how you're feeling in the moment, in terms of what feels right for you, in terms of gut feeling. Even if it feels scary because of the grand scheme of things, because of the bigger picture, because of what you know. There's 1,000,001 ways that things can go. And even on paper, in terms of man-made law, universal law, in terms of the way you need to go about something to get something, how we're educated, how we're schooled about that, based on actually how things can come to you in so many different ways. And it may be a way that you've never thought of, maybe a way that's never happened before. Be free, be spontaneous. If you feel called to travel, if you feel called to do something, create something, start a project, act on those impulses right now. It feels like it's coming from a higher place. That your intentions, like mastering your intentions. Maybe making impulsive decisions didn't work out well for you in the past, but it feels like that may be because of some kind of intention or subconscious programming, something you wasn't conscious of. This has changed now. It's like follow that gut, that impulsive energy. It's like it's leading you to exactly where you need to be. That thing of the physical follows the energy. It's like on paper you might have to go to 10 different places, speak to 10 different people and do however many different things in order to make something happen. But actually, if you feel called just to go to one specific place, to reach out to one specific person, and it doesn't make any sense why, it's like it's a shortcut. Following your gut is a shortcut. Any logical decision that you make, like any time you overthink something and decide that you're going to make a decision to go and do something that isn't actually following your gut, it's like you're just prolonging coming back to the decision that you're going to have to follow your gut. It's like a detour. It's not that you're going to miss something or that something's not for you, but it's like choosing to add obstacles to the path. Spirit knows exactly where you need to be, what time, what place. You know them things where things just happen, that happenstance. You'll be there and someone that just happens to be there at the exact time. You couldn't have ever written that. It feels like that. Fate. Something that you can't explain. It may not make sense why you feel called to go to a certain place, to do a certain thing. But it will make sense once you followed that internal guidance. It wants to stay here because it's like, it feels like Spirit's trying to show you a blessing. It's like, don't sleep on your intuition right now, especially when it has to do with following your heart. Things that make you feel free, feel liberated. Be bold. It's like really be yourself unapologetically. Even if it's scary, even if it takes a lot of courage, it's like move through that fear. Because it feels like some of you, I'm getting this through as a vision, I don't know how to explain it. Your own hugeness is what I want to say, which is going to make no sense. But it's like your own light, your own energy is maybe so powerful that it's like you could want to play it down, you could want to quieten down, not be maybe as loud or as bright or as flamboyant in some way, or spontaneous, or something that's just you. It feels like there could be some fear. It's like it excites you to think of you doing something the way you want to do it, but then it feels like maybe some kind of projection from someone else or some kind of programming that's like, I can't, like, oh no, I couldn't do that. That, like, it's like a restriction. Like how a child would ask their parent for permission. It's like, are you not doing it because it's wrong to do it, or are you doing it because it's wrong for someone else for you to do that? Does someone else not like you being loud, but does it bother you? It's like, does someone else not like you shining your light, but does it really bother you? It feels like this is based on someone else's energy. This isn't your energy. Something is making you feel, or it's like you could be starting to feel like you're too much because someone else is telling you indirectly that, or maybe directly, that you are too much. And that can be in so many different ways. Is that you don't have to actually state something out loud to make a point. It could be a slight energy shift. You could be picking up on someone's thoughts. Whatever it is, it's like, it feels like a projection that something's too much. Follow your first instincts when it comes to this. It's not your feelings. Be mindful that what you're feeling is really what you're feeling. It feels like slowing down, you'll be able to gain clarity on this. Or you will do in the near future. It's like there's going to be time to integrate something for you to adjust to feeling good about being yourself. It's like releasing guilt, the star. Yeah. It's like it's been a long time coming. Something's been made conscious for some time. Could have been months, could have been years. Something's been made conscious. It's like you're aware of exactly what's holding you back, what your feelings are about something, and what someone else's feelings are about that. What you need to do to stay well, even if it doesn't look to others what is the right thing to be doing to stay well. It's like you've mastered yourself. You know what you need. You know how your own programming is holding you back. You know what you're here to do. You can see yourself at your full potential, visualizing some kind of dream. You know what you deserve in terms of freedom being your birthright, being here to experience certain things. It feels like this could have felt like a long dream or a long nightmare, like being on a different planet for months or years, just breaking through many different illusions, seeing different things clearly, things being uncovered, revealed, having to face yourself, your own inner demons, whatever it is. This is closed out now. It's like you're ready. You've seen the light. There's something about not owing anyone an explanation. This weight, without this weight being put down, without this coming to an end, it's like without this burden, you would never have really seen your true potential. It's like certain burdens have led you to have to choose yourself even when you didn't want to, or it's like having to put yourself before others, or it's like left you with no option but to see the truth of something, to see what something really is. The pain's in holding on, something's got too heavy to carry, you can't ignore it, you can't distract yourself from it. You know, sometimes it's like we can be aware of people's behaviour, and then because we choose to be around them anyway, it's like when they act in certain ways that makes us feel away, we just like swallow it, bite our tongue, whatever you want to call it, and it's like, oh, it's just them. It's like there's a difference between actually accepting that and telling yourself you accept that but you don't, but really it's bothering you, and then it's like building some kind of resentment. It feels like somebody, it's like having to actually accept that something is what it is. There could be something in the Cappy reading, maybe check that. Something is what it is. Knight of Cups. The Moon. It's like what's been hidden you already knew, but it feels like it was too painful to believe. Having time to rest and relax. It's like time's needed to rest and relax because of the, you could have felt a real weight on your emotional health, spiritual health, mental health. Again, that it all affects one another, they all run as one. So physical health, it will all like leak into one thing, each thing. But there's something here about, you know, like that heartbreak feeling when it actually feels like there's a weight on your chest, like something's heavy. It feels like this could have been the case, something could have really KO'd you. It's time to rest, relax. There's a chance for you to slow down and integrate something where you can completely dissolve some kind of programming once and for all, rewrite something, hypnotize yourself to the point where this is it now. It's like this narrative doesn't exist, this feeling doesn't exist, you don't carry this burden anymore. You're out of this situation. These things don't have the power to hold you back because you say so. It feels like there's been a time to face things and you've been transforming whilst doing this. Maybe releasing friendships, people, places, things. But now it's a time to move out of that, to move forward, to accept that that chapter's done. It's like there'll still be time to process, to reflect, but not in the way that you have been. It's a lighter energy. It feels like you could have really been like disconnected everywhere but here, in terms of all different realms but here. In your own world, in the void, that kind of energy. But it's like coming out now, taking what you've learned, full circle moment. I'm seeing someone coming out of a cave and it's like they're in the, it's like country. Seeing the light for the first time. It's like something's been prepared in the dark and you're about to bring that to the earth, to bring something to the light, to build something in the physical. There's been shifts emotionally, spiritually. It's like you're not where you once stood, but now physically, in terms of what people are seeing, in terms of what you're building, what you're creating, in terms of yourself physically, it's like there's going to be a shift, or there is a shift. This is present energy. It's like it's go time. Something's ready now. These lessons have come to a close, full circle moment, end of some kind of cycle, end to confusion. It's like in the near future there is going to be time to rest, there's going to be time to be with yourself, even if things are, it's like there's success, even if there's success and some kind of speed to your lifestyle, that there's going to be time to rest, to reflect. It doesn't feel like a case of things slowing down to go in the cave, that hibernation kind of energy. It feels like you've shifted a lifestyle, living the life that you dreamt of living. But it's like there's still time right now and in the near future, to really make this the only, to like solidify, to secure this perspective. It's like to really make sure you don't go back into some kind of illusion, because it's like you could have been going in and out of something. Again, this feels like Cappy read. You could be going in and out of something, believing something to be true, not believing it to be true, trusting someone, not trusting someone. But it's like something's clear now, and moving forward there's time for you to accept this, to fully accept it and let it go. It doesn't feel like things are going to be as heavy moving forward as they have been. But it's like that's not 1922. That's not because they're not necessarily as heavy, but it's like you've got a different skill set now. That thing of life doesn't get easier, we get stronger. The Emperor, the best you can do. It feels like really honouring yourself, honouring your own emotions, protecting yourself, caring for yourself, accepting that these feelings are painful, that something is painful, but knowing you're strong enough to feel that, to let that pain run through you, to breathe through that, to release it, to transmute it, to get back into your heart space, continue taking action. So it takes more strength to feel than it does to distract yourself and keep busy. That old school mentality of, like, it's not a big deal, we'll just get on with it. Like that's how it is, that's life, get on with it. It's like people be getting on with things, and as they're getting on with things, they're just ignoring their feelings. And a lot of the time, like especially not so much at present, but it's like that has been a programming that is really the most manly thing to do, the most healthy thing to do. Is that you're a stronger person, you get praised if you are not affected by things, or should I say 111, that you appear not affected by things. And it's like, to an unconscious eye, people really feel like they're doing a good job at that, appearing like they're not going through certain things, feeling certain things at a deeper level. But obviously many of us see behind that. It feels like you're being asked to really move forward and have that love and respect for yourself, seeing yourself as a king, as a queen, like regardless of gender, just seeing yourself as, like, honouring yourself, that honourable energy, not dismissing this. It's like, this has been hard, this has been, like, appreciating the journey, all parts of that, and releasing what needs to be released. Clarify the page, the Fool. Some of you, it's like you feel silly. If you only knew, it's like some of you feel silly, like you've made the wrong decision. Or it's like you're not good enough. You're at a loss. What do you have to give to anyone? You don't know enough. You're not good enough. You're not skilled enough. You've not practiced enough. You've not rehearsed enough. You've not done something enough. It's like seeing yourself as a fool, taking yourself lightly. It feels like there's a difference between taking yourself seriously or not taking yourself too seriously and looking down at yourself like you're not worthy. It's like that nervous laugh kind of energy. It feels like some of you could be missing your own marvelousness right now. Yeah, it's like if only you could see you how others see you. Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of money coming in. What's that all about? Some of you, there's an opportunity to have a family. Or that's what you've asked for. To start a family. Some of you are actually going to break down. Like fully break down when you register who you are right now. Like who you are, but who you are right now. Especially. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Magician, the Tower. Guys, the Tower, the Fool, the Hierophant, the Emperor, Death. You know, let me just stop right now because this feels actually crazy. And the Nine of Swords there. This is what I'm saying. It's like why is that though? Okay, it's like some of you are waiting for confirmation that something's going okay or something's working out. And in that in-between time of wondering if waiting for something to work out, it's like it's like doing damage control and telling yourself it hasn't worked out. Because at least if you believe it hasn't worked out, then there's no disappointments. But it feels like getting attached to that and starting to feel down that something's not worked out. But something's actually working out. It's like, don't look for external evidence right now. Don't look for what's not there. Look for what is there. Appreciate that. Something for this. Yeah, internal conflict, feeling emotionally insecure, not ready, vulnerable. Unable to overcome obstacles, stressed out, frantic. But it's like how you're seeing yourself compared to like where you are positioned, being confirmed to me right now. It's like, hello, here you are, Emperor. Hello, here you think you are, Page of Cups. Hello, here you are, Hierophant. You're on the right path. You've tuned, like you've got something. You've got something so down. Exactly where you need to be. But it's like seeing yourself as, sorry guys, battery. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's time to recharge, reconnect to your intuition. You could be all a little bit all over the place, seeing yourself in this Five of Wands energy. But Source is like, do you see who you are? Free. Again, unable to overcome obstacles, feeling like you're stuck, like you can't do what you want to do, but it's like you're mid-transformation. 4-4. You could be basing your worth off of something that's happening in the physical, or the speed that something's happening in the physical. But it's like nothing brings in change as fast as doing a lot of the work that's not in the physical. If this resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You'll get what I mean, or you don't. But 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. The Tower. It's like what you're seeing as not being able to overcome obstacles is actually the change that you asked for. It's like feeling unsatisfied. It's like that thing, if you're waiting longer than you plan to wait, like know that you're about to receive more than you asked for. It's like feeling at a loss, or feeling like you're not being heard in terms of your prayers, in terms of, yeah, like 3 of Swords. Alright, so what are you saying then? So I'm like, Spirit, okay then, so is this the case? No, it's not the case. 2-2-2. Like, this is a mess, how it's coming up, how you're viewing yourself, how you're judging yourself. But the Emperor, the Hierophant, Death, the Tower, the Star. Like, this is what's coming through of where you truly are, how you're truly seen. In terms of like through the eyes of the divine, which lives in you. It's like, remember who you are at this time. Don't doubt yourself because of how something's showing up in the physical. About what? About what? Money. A physical opportunity, or there's a lot of success here, opportunities to make a lot of money. You could be traveling, physically moving somewhere. But it means having the courage to believe in yourself. Like, remember, this is what you asked for. Strength just came out there. I've lost her. Strength. 4 of Swords. Remember, this is what you asked for. It's like you've seen it. Remember, you're co-creating this. Let go of the weight. Trust that there's a higher order to things. Everything's unfolding as it should be. Feels like there's opportunities coming in that you've been prepared for. This doesn't feel like, even if it's a dream that you've had, it feels like you would never be able to, you couldn't ever have guessed that it was this specific thing. Even if it's something that you know you wanted to do, like, how do I explain this? It's like something, if you had to write down a specific dream, it's like this isn't one you thought of, but this is everything you dream of. It's a huge transformation. Enter burden. You could be traveling. Okay, if there's somebody coming in and out of your life, or somebody that, either in business or in love, some of you it's a lover or somebody you're seeing, somebody around you that's feeling like a burden. It's like, let it go. you may be moving. There could be an opportunity coming in. Some of you, is like, if you're around, I'm going to say this exactly how it's coming through. If you're around somebody, again, do what you want, follow your gut. This is just what's coming through in the cards. If you're around somebody that's in and out of your life, hot, cold kind of energy, draining you in some way, it's like when this amazing opportunity comes in, there's everything you've ever dreamt for. If it doesn't fit this person's schedule, it's like, don't go unconscious and push this opportunity away, because it feels like it's going to pull you away from this person that you're being guided to move away from anyway, whether it's a friend, whatever it is. Some of you it's a lover, or like someone you're seeing, or someone you're dating or speaking to, like that. But it's like there's some opportunity coming in that's meant for you, something you've been manifesting, something you've asked for. It's a dream come true, a whole new world. It may mean traveling. You're going to be receiving a message about this. It's going to mean leaving something out, or putting something down, or ending something. Or maybe you know that if you take this opportunity, something will naturally end, even if you don't plan to do that straight away. It's like you can foresee that something's going to fizzle out if you go in this direction. It's like be mindful not to push this away because of something because it's like something's about to inevitably end anyway, whether you turn your back on yourself or not. So it's like follow your heart. Yeah. It's like someone's not going to like this. It suits somebody for you to be playing small. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords. Feels like you're aware of this. It could have been comforting at one point. It feels like somebody that you felt as a protective energy, but it feels controlling. It's like this person's not going to hold back on telling you about how they feel about this. It could be kind of guilt trippy. Yes, I don't fall for that. If you know you can't handle, if you know you're not strong enough to hear somebody to not let somebody talk you out of something you want to do at this point, it's like mute them. If you know you can't receive a message from somebody without weakening, it's like block them right now. If you can't handle it, take action. It's not a healthy option. It's not a long-term option. However, it's like cold turkey option. It's not the healthiest option, but it gets the job done. After a few weeks of someone being blocked, you'll adjust to them not being around. Again, this all sounds very ruthless. I don't know what this is, but this is just how it's coming out in terms of you can see how this is going to go before it's gone there. But some of you, for the sake of comfort, it's like trying to tell yourself that you don't know this, or wait for some more evidence. It's like what you've asked for is here. Celebration. There's new love offers coming in. Some of you have been up, it's like sleepless nights, or someone's been having sleepless nights about something ending. Either you about a past situation, or somebody just knows that can feel that you're about to move on. It's like there's no need to rush. Take your time. You've put a lot of work into something. You've put too much work into something with a goal for the long term, to throw it away for something that doesn't serve you, or that you know isn't even fully serving you. It feels like there's new love here coming in, something that can go the long term. This feels like a new energy. 10 of Cups. This new energy coming in, it's like you can be less defensive. You won't feel like you need to protect yourself. in terms of protecting your heart in some way. Feels like you could be building a home with this person. Feels like a like mind, the High Priestess, the Fool. This isn't something you've foreseen. The High Priestess in reverse, the Fool. This isn't something you've seen. It's like you could have thought of a few people, or you could have thought about going back to someone, or had an idea of a kind of type or something that you have. It's like you're not gonna... It's like a lot of surprises in store for you in terms of opportunities, in terms of love. And they're good surprises. Maybe if you was told about this, you would not see how this is going to work. But it's that, yeah, Queen of Wands. Everything's perfect. It feels like your values have changed. But something that once was your type, that you may still just feel like would be your type because that's what it was. But it's like once you meet this person, it's going to give you a different perspective. Feels like you've dealt with a lot of immature individuals, and this isn't the case. The Star on the back of the deck. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Number 17. Justice. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. I'm going to leave it there. If this didn't resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.